Welcome to RidgeLife. I'm Tim, and today on Ramblings, it's not good, guys. It's actually pretty terrible. I know the thumbnail was a thumbs up and a smile while I was getting my MRI last week, but I got the results back, and guys, there's nothing to smile about. As a review, about 3 weeks ago, I was on vacation to Virginia, Connecticut, Vermont, and Canada. Niagara Falls, went snowmobiling, sledding, all that fun, good stuff. Came back 2 weeks ago today, and Ginger and I took off, that Monday to rest and recuperate. And I had a four-wheeler out in the woods that had died during the snowstorm, and we decided to get on the other four-wheeler and go out and rescue it. She would ride one back, and I would, tow her, or if we couldn't get the other one started, definitely tow her. And simple enough, right? We're just resting and relaxing on our day off, and drove out to it, and I went to get off the four-wheeler. She was on the back of it, and when I stepped off the four-wheeler, my right knee buckled inward. Pop! It floored me, hurt excruciatingly. Some of the worst pain I think I've ever felt. And tried to make it through the night. Ended up having to go to the emergency room early that morning. And they sent me to an orthopedic surgeon. Orthopedic surgeon examined it, said he thinks it's a stage 2 tear of the, probably, MCL, or, and hopefully just a sprain. Maybe a meniscal issue. Won't know to get the MRI. So I got a brace on it, got a shot, took some medicine, waited all week, kind of, I was still mobile, but I just wasn't, putting too much weight on this right leg. And the pain wasn't that bad after the first 2 days. Well, went and had the MRI at the end of last week, came back, had an appointment today with the orthopedic surgeon. Orthopedic surgeon comes in the room, examination room, and says, "So I guess you've heard." Well, no, sir, I haven't heard. Apologize for the wind there, guys. No, sir, I haven't heard. He said, "Well, you've got a torn ACL, fully displaced ACL. You've also got a severely torn and misaligned meniscus, which is really the worst aspect of this injury." I'm like, I was expecting an MCL, partial tear and a little bit of sprain. You'll be okay. A little physical therapy, maybe just some rest and relaxation, you'll be fine. No, I was not ready for this, because the sun came out. It's nice weather. We got the tractor out. We got the dozer video out. I got Trip coming today to quote me, clearing the land for the barn dominium. Me and my uncle are getting out, going to burn the brush for the barn. Things are moving forward. But life has a way of putting you in your place. God has a way of doing that. Not to be mean. This is my beliefs, But we got to learn our place. We are human, we are fragile, and life is very, very it's special. Life is special. And it's not about material things. It's not about any of those things. It's not about those accomplishments of the human perspective. It's about love. It's about caring. It's about family and friendships. Like this weekend, I got to go to David's, Come On Mountain. The family came over and we had a little party. It was fun. Got to go to a concert with Lindsay and Drew. It was fun. And that's very, very important. Very, very important. Yeah, so the prognosis isn't that good for my knee, guys. I have two choices. I can live the rest of my life without an ACL and a very severely torn meniscus and limit my mobility. No basketball, no tennis, no, those type of, stop and twist type of actions. Or I can go in for surgery. He said, really, if you're going to get surgery, you probably need it in the next, 6 weeks. Don't wait more than 12, because the likelihood of repairing that meniscus is less. As a matter of fact, we won't know if the meniscus is even repairable till we get in there, and there's about a 60% chance it's even repairable. Or they can guess if it's repairable. We just won't know. And of course, if they go in and do the MCL, the meniscus, they'll do the ACL. You don't just, you know, the meniscus is really the bad one. The ACL, he believes, is fully torn. And actually, what happened, guys? What happened was, whenever I stepped off that four-wheeler and it snapped, my knee loosened up. The femur, top bone, tibia, and fibula, the bottom bones at the knee joint, they twisted. And what happened was, when they twisted, this side of this bone, banged into each other, ruptured the meniscus, snapped the ACL, and actually bruised both bones. Bruised them. Now I got a Baker's cyst in the back. It's a fluid-filled pocket in the back. So if I have surgery, that meniscal surgery and ACL replacement or attachment, 6 weeks no load bearing on that leg. I cannot stand on that leg for 6 weeks. It's a long time. And then of course, long time of therapy and recovery to, you know, he said 6 months. He said, you know, 4 to 6 months before you're really back in action. Whew, man, things are just hitting the ground running. Pun intended. But if I don't do anything, I could possibly be debilitated for life. Could get, you know, pain and suffering. Again, sorry about the wind noise. You know, I should have worn my other mic. I got the big Rode mic, the puffy mic on the camera there. I just got home from the hospital, or the orthopedic surgeon, and I want to give you this update. So I haven't decided what I want to do. So what I'd like, for those of you that have gone through a meniscus repair and an ACL reattachment, leave me a comment down below, your age, what your condition was, and how you are now, you know, so I can kind of get a perspective, and then give me your insight on what you think I should do. If you're in the medical field, you've dealt with this, or if you're a patient and you've been through this, let me know, help me decide, because I'm really on the fence about it. If I don't get the surgery, I can start building the barn. Matter of fact, he said, you know, if you don't get the surgery, you lay off this for a month or so, as far as climbing and, you know, ladders and those type of things, getting on a roof, and see how it goes. You may see that, you know, you're fully capable of living a 53-year-old's life from here on out with the injury you've got without an ACL and torn meniscus. But he said, you know, if you're up on a roof, it's got a pitch to it, and you twist and that leg gives out, you could fall off the roof. You know, if you're climbing up a ladder and you go to step off the ladder, you're carrying a bundle, you know, of something, and you twist and boom, that knee collapses, you go down with it. You know, so I don't know. Let me, for you medical type, let me read you what it says here, the actual report, medical report. Actually, I'll just read you the impression. I won't read you all the super technical part of it. I'll read you the impressions after the results. Abnormal appearance of the anterior cruciate ligament, that's the ACL, with pivot shaft bone contusion pattern. That's my big bruises on the bone. Anterior cruciate ligament is at least partially torn or favored to be completely torn. And the doctor said after he looked at it, he thinks it's completely torn. Portion of the torn ligament is displaced laterally. It's off in the Netherlands, you know? Not that I love the Netherlands, you know, not the Netherlands, that Netherland. Radial tear at the posterior horn of the lateral meniscus. He said that's the bad one. Possible low-grade sprain of the medial cruciate ligament. That's the front part that I was worried about. All it is just a possible low-grade sprain. Area of the chondromalacia, as detailed above. Chondromalacia is most prominent at the central femoral trochlea. Moderate joint effusion. Yeah, I got a Baker's cyst, you know, it's about 3 by 5 centimeters. That was another thing. On the back of the knee, has fluid-filled pocket there. Yeah, so it's not good, you know, just a bunch of other technical things in there, but that's the impression from the by the MRI specialist that reviewed that. Yeah. But guys, again, this is perspective. 53 years old. I got mixed connective tissue disease. It's a autoimmune disease that affects your ligaments and tendons. I'm going to actually make an appointment with a rheumatologist to see if what's going on, because I blew my elbow out the other day too. It's tennis elbow, and then my forearm. This is right after I did my knee, and I didn't really do anything. A lot of you are worried about it being related to my mixed connective tissue disease, my autoimmune disease, but I've been in remission for over 10 years, not taking any medicine or anything. So I'll make an appointment with a rheumatologist, the one I went to last, a long time ago, and they've got all my records and everything, and he'll take some blood work and check my RNA levels and all that stuff. See if it's related. See if my weakening of the joints is what caused the injury, not just being old and stepping off a four-wheeler, right? Because if that's the case, he can give me some medicine, strengthen up my joints, based on the mixed connective tissue disease. So that would be good. It's all about perspective, because as I just found out, and this kind of helps me, this really helped me. Mel, Simple Life Reclaim, said, Tim, did you hear? And I said, well, no, I didn't hear what I hear. Erin from Wild Wonderful Off Grid, you guys know Josh and Erin. I've been talking to them about solar power, and Josh and Erin are just the sweetest they can be. Josh said whatever help I needed, technically he would give me help with, and Erin is quick to respond when I message her personally. Mel said, Tim, did you hear about Erin? She had an attack. So I contacted Erin, and Mel said, let me know what she knew, And Erin said, yeah, she had a TIA, trans-ischemic attack, a little mini stroke, and she's telling everybody this on her Wild Wonderful Off Grid channel on her Instagram. She's letting everybody know, all her faithful viewers. And she's young. She's young. She had a mini stroke, and she had some cognitive and mobility issues from it, which she's recovering from. But she's got those beautiful children, and of course Josh, husband, they got a beautiful home they're building onto. They got a new cafe, coffee shop. She does candles. Just a very, very active young couple. And to have a stroke at that age, can you imagine what they're going through? I'm just an old man with a blown out knee. You know what I mean? I got another knee right here, it's working. I'll figure it out. Whether I get the surgery and maybe get better, or I don't get the surgery and just hop along Cassidy, it's perspective, because I'm more worried about Erin and Josh and their beautiful family at their young age and all they got ahead of them, but to deal with, I'm hoping that they figure out what's wrong with Erin and they treat it, and she never has another attack again, and it's all behind her. That's my prayers, and I hope that's your prayers too. For again, that's Josh and Erin from Wild Wonderful Off Grid. Just a beautiful young couple, living life to the fullest, helping old codgers like me figure out how to do solar, right? And they help all kinds of other people. Matter of fact, here's how sweet Erin is. When I announced over a year ago that I was getting divorced and having to move off the property and doing all that, Erin responded to me and said, Tim, Josh and I are praying for you, and we wish you the best. Let us know if there's anything we can do, and we know you're going to be okay, Tim, and anything, just keep your chin up. they didn't have to do that. A lot of you guys did the same thing, and I love and appreciate every single one of you. They're not that they're special because they're on YouTube and they got a huge channel. You guys are just as special. But they did take their time out to wish me best of luck. And I want you, if you can, take your time out to wish them the best of luck. If you can't, go over to Wild Wonderful Off Grid and tell them RidgeLife sent you, if you can. To know, that I'm talking about them, and I hope, I do care about them. That my condition, it's just a condition. It'll be okay. It'll be okay. I got faith. And if you want to pray for me too, I sure appreciate that, because I could use it. I really need prayer for wisdom in making a decision on whether I should get surgery or not, because I don't need to lean on my own understanding. I need to lean on God's understanding, because if I lean on mine, I'm gonna make a bad decision. And if I let God lead me, it's gonna be a right decision. I believe that 100%. I believe that. So please pray for Wild Wonderful Off Grid, Josh and Erin. Erin, she's the one with the little mini stroke. I say little mini stroke. I shouldn't have said it that way. A mini stroke, which can be Still very devastating. Got to figure out what's causing it. And then pray for me, you know, make wise decision on what to do about this old codger's knee, you know. I'm just an old guy, I can't get around, you know. Not gonna be in a wheelchair, all right? I don't want to be in a wheelchair. So, Trip's coming over this afternoon. Trip's my land clearing guy, right? Who had Cass come out and do that dozer. Hope you've seen the dozer video. That was so fun. That was a fun premiere. Hope you saw me on the tractor the other day clearing out all these sweet gum trees. I got 3 little trees standing. Y'all said, get rid of the rest of them, Tim. Grandma Carol wants them gone. I might end up doing it. Might end up at least getting one closest to the center there. So they look good to me, especially when they blew them out. I don't know. We'll see. But I'm gonna stay active. I got tons of product reviews to do. I still gotta get the trail camera video out with that last bit of deer hunting footage of those deer coming right up on top of me and Jen. You're gonna love that. I got the vacation footage of Natural Bridge, Virginia, the big snowstorm, Snowmageddon in Connecticut, snowmobiling in Vermont, Niagara Falls in the winter time. You know, there'll be 4 little videos there you're gonna love. I still got the video from when me and Alyssa and my granddaughter Adelie were at Hollywood Studios in the Star Wars world. Oh, I love that place. So some of the, you know, I may put that out just for members only. Don't know, like I did with the big wheel, but definitely the big things with seeing the Natural Bridge and all that. You're gonna see that. Everybody's gonna see that, 100%. Yeah, I was hoping from this thumbnail you saw that everything was gonna be rosy. It's not rosy. It's not rosy, but it's gonna be okay. It's gonna be okay. All right, guys, so I love every single one of you. Hope you keep your chin up, because I'm gonna keep my chin up, even if it's puffy from the prednisone. Keep rambling, and go RidgeLife. Oh.